was on Monday, which is
July 20th. If it was a 19th.
July
20th. Maybe?
20th, I think it was. Yes.
July 20th.
Yeah, depart July 20th of night. Okay, so you left July 20th, and then you arrived here in the evening hours.
11 something.
11:25 p.m. on the 21st.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, who picked you up there?
John and Wendy left, both of them.
Okay, they picked you up at Greyhound bus station.
Yeah, and then we went to Denny's because I hadn't eaten for two days.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
So they fed you.
Yeah, they did.
And y'all talked, I assume.
Yeah, we did.
Y'all discuss what was going to happen to you now?
Yeah, basically I would be with the Lorenzes, and what they did is, either a couple things could happen. Here's the deal. Either they could find out a way legally for me to get emancipated, or some sort of way where they could contact authorities and something could happen where, they would have, the hard case about it is there was not really proof, in the sense no one was witnessing my dad, any of that stuff. Or I could hide out until I'm 18,
So, by your statements to me right now, they knew that you weren't legally there.
Yeah. It was my dad, because I couldn't drive. I couldn't. Yeah.
Did they know you were 17?
Yes, 16. I was 16.
16 at the time, close to 17.
Close to 17.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So they picked you up. They took you to Denny's, fed you for the first time. You don't look like you eat very much, bless your heart, but
yeah.
you really can't miss a meal. You're how much you weigh? 70 pounds?
75. You're good. Whoa. A lot of people think 90, maybe 85, but yeah.
All right. From Denny's, where did y'all go?
To the house.
To Lorenz's?
Yes, to the house.
Okay. And the Laws had made arrangements with the Lorenz's for you to stay at their house?
Yes, that's
okay.
right. Yeah.
Okay. So, how did you integrate yourself into their family?
Into their family? No. Those 2 to 3 weeks are the best weeks of my life, to be honest, because they loved me like a mother and father did, and their brothers, and we really bonded, all of us, the entire family. They had 3 kids, Susanna, Laura, and Blake Lorenz. And they even made a room for me. They kind of kicked out the older one because the older one was leaving, so they decorated the room, for me. And everything.
They took very good care of you.
To the best. Like, they paid for everything. My clothes, these are all not even my clothes. I didn't come with it. They paid for my food. They paid for my clothes. Everything, every single need was met. And it's so awesome. The mom, Beverly, every day she would just tell me that she loved me, and she would give me hugs, and she would write me these notes. And if they left somewhere to go, I would be sleeping, and I would open the door, and I would find these notes like, "I love you greatly, and we'll be back soon," or something like that. And Susanna would be in the house, and I felt...
Who would be in the house?
Susanna. If they had a staff meeting or something like that.
Who's Susanna? That was
it's one of the sisters.
Sisters.
And it was so shocking to me, going from an environment that was such opposite. They were so loving, and we had family dinners. I never had family dinners, but it was so awesome. Yeah.
Okay. At some point in time, something happened where they made a decision to notify the
authorities.
What happened? What happened?
What happened? Basically, my friend Brian was being accused.
Brian Williams?
Brian Williams was being accused of kidnapping me or something like that. And I think that authorities had gone there or something.
Did you talk to Brian?
Yeah, I did talk to Brian. And after we found that out, we knew, I had to come out.
Brian called the Lorenzes?
Yeah, basically. I called Brian through Beverly's phone, and he knew. I think he knew. I contacted him as well. He knew what was going on. I contacted him.
Why did you contact Brian?
Lorenzes? I had to tell him.
That you were down here?
Yeah, because everyone was freaking out, like, oh my gosh, she's killed or whatever happened. What happened to her? My friends were worried sick. Like, they thought that my parents did something, and they were putting up this...
So there were a group of people out there that knew where you were at and knew you were safe down here?
They knew I was safe. Only a couple people knew that I was in Florida.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did anybody take the initiative to reach out to your parents and say, she's safe?
No. I guess if they had done that, I would be returned home. And they couldn't do that.
I mean, you're an intelligent lady. You know the police were not going to stop looking for you.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's why. You see, that's very true. That's why we knew we had to do something. Like, we couldn't just hide me out.
And Brian called down. Did you speak to the laws or the Lorenzes and tell them that the police were really on this case?
I think it was the Lorenzes.
Okay.
Yes.
And that's when they went ahead and called the missing children.
Yeah, and not only that, honestly, a couple days ago when that happened, we were planning it. We were trying to figure out, we were planning it. We're like, you know what, this girl needs legal help. Like, we need to get the authorities involved, you know, because you can't just, you guys can help. You guys can do something to help me. Like, you know?
Just can't hide out.
Exactly. It makes no sense. If you guys can help, but the thing is, we didn't know what you guys would do. And if you could take them in or whatever, I don't know. But, yeah.
What is it, do you know what the address to Johnny Wendy Law is?
I don't.
You just know they're here in Orlando?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
What were they driving when they picked you up?
It was a Jeep.
A Jeep?
A Jeep, or it was, all I know, it had like cream color, and inside was like these wall.
How about the outside? Was that cream color outside?
No, it wasn't. Like the car itself?
Yeah, the outside of the car.
I wasn't really looking at the car. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Do you think it was like a Jeep?
It's something like that.
And they're connected to the church.
Yeah.
Are they just parishioners, or are they in the leadership role at the church?
I think I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But,
okay. All right. Who is Abigail?
Abigail Dakima. She's one of the, I forgot her name. Yeah, she's one of the Facebook people. Did she contact you guys or something?
That was the last number you called from your home before you left.
That's right, before I left, really.
What did you tell her?
I told her. She knew about it as well. But she didn't, before even all this happened as well, there were a couple people that I called, and I asked for prayer. I begged. This is one prayer that I said, if you do anything, ask for one thing, and that I would not deny Jesus. That I would not deny Jesus. I would not deny Jesus.
So Abigail was the last person you called.
Called from my phone.
Now, excuse me, I'm getting pretty dry myself. The Hobsons, did they have any idea you were going to Florida?
I think they might have. Yeah, they had to. Yeah, yeah. My mind's a mess. They did. Yeah, I'm almost 100% sure they knew.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they tell the authorities when the authorities came to them out there?
Of what? That I was in Florida?
Yeah.
They would bring me back home. Same reason.
Okay. So
they were worried for me.
They were all protecting you.
Oh,
they were all
goodness.
concerned about your safety.
They were so fearful.
Okay. All right. We talked about the physical injuries, the bruising. Was that about the extent of it? Did he ever hit you where you had a bloody nose or a busted lip or a
no.
black eye or anything of that nature?
I remember maybe a black eye. I'm not sure. A lot of it really was when I was younger, too.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you, if I remember correctly, you said that it was just his hands. He never hit you with any objects or anything.
Objects. The objects were the first time, the laptop.
The laptop he threatened to, but you calmed him down.
Mm-hmm.
And you said when you were younger, so it kind of, last few years it's been less or non-existent?
Yeah, not non-existent. It's been less.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess my parents started to realize that I'm getting older in the sense that you can't really, you know what I mean? Like, people would say things, and if there's markings, people would, like I said, it's all about reputation.
Okay.
And so if people saw and found out, it would, but there were bruisings, but it wasn't as much, though. It really wasn't as much as years went on, like now.
Okay.
Just like curiosity, when was the last time that you actually had bruising?
Bruising? It was probably 2-3 years ago. 2-3 years ago. It was bad. Yeah.
So this would have been high school?
No, no. I think middle school to coming into high school, like around that.
Okay, and was that around the same time that you said that the counselor made the phone call?
Yeah, but no, because the counselors made that phone call earlier on in my middle school years. So, I mean, a lot of it, yeah.
And at that time, what was the bruising on you when you was at school?
It was really on my legs, because, you know, we were going out to gym, and so I had worn shorts. Honestly, I don't even remember how this had happened or any of that.
Do you bruise easy?
I do bruise easily. Maybe it's my whole not eating thing. I don't eat much, so I bruise very easily.